just like that, we're back in action here on the Action Pool Tour. I got Fingers to my left from Long Island. He was just sharing some of his experiences with me on the mini break we had. But this is Kirill Rutman from the New York area.
Better off known, I think, as Russian Kenny.
Russian Kenny.
You guys would know him.
Take number 3, please.
He's up against Greg Sabins, a pretty good player from Virginia Beach, Newport News area. We have a contingent of them up here this week, and for this Virginia State 10-ball championship, we're at Diamond Billiards, Midlothian, Virginia. A real classy place, great food, great equipment. Great atmosphere.
That was a good shot. I like playing that first instead of the combo.
Well, the other combo was ruthless in that pocket. That pocket just stuck its tongue out at Shinnecock. Like I said, this looks like Leslie Carome for Color Track.
I don't even know if... that's why I kind of like this one instead of the 210. Because you get the built-in safety, kind of, or a chance for a safe. And I don't think Greg can get in there.
I'm thinking that if he can get enough of the 3, he can nip draw it on the inside and come across the face of the 10 off the short reel.
He's going to try and spin behind the 3.
That's a better shot. I like that shot.
I don't know if you can make the 10 with that angle.
If it goes in the side, no, he'll take it.
Yeah, it's again almost like a built-in safety. You got a little defense, you know.
Yeah. Well, this is whoever makes this ball probably wins the game. I make him strong favorite.
Fairly accurate assessment.
Oh, he could hear me.
I'll just get it anyway. Shit don't bother me.
All right. Very good.
Look at this shot.
He's hooked by the 6.
No, did he? No, he might be able to see it. I think he's got it. What a shot that was on the 3. I think he's got to look at it.
He might overcut it.
He might drill it too. No shot.
He drilled the joker.
Wow, kicked in at 3, perfect on the 410.
That was pretty. That was pretty gnarly.
For a guy with a line in his hair.
Well, that means you're in line. Well, 1-0.
I think shots like that are going to kill his action, though.
Well,
people watch you kick in stuff like that, and yeah, it's going to be a 2-day event. We're going to finish up tomorrow.
After sundown, easily.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's going to be a long day. I think we're going to go into the final 16 players on the men's side. And I'm not sure how many women are going to come back.
4, I think.
It's going to bring 4 back? Okay.
Yeah, it'll all be proportionate, I believe.
Well, that might be able to get wrapped up pretty good because he's got plenty of tables. No one's going to have to wait for a table.
But I believe that there's another situation that's coming in here that they got booked, so I don't think we might have the whole place again. I'm not sure. That part, I'm not involved in any of the administration of it. I just do this, and for that I'm grateful.
Yeah.
But,
well, I guess if they get at least 10 tables to play with.
Oh yeah.
They should be okay.
Sure. That's exactly what they need. When you think about it, you got 16 players, and then 4. You have 2 tables for the ladies.
Yeah, 8 and 2, 10, and that's about it. After that, half the people going to be gone anyway.
You know, these 2 diamonds, the 3 diamonds back there, and 3 others. 4 others, and then the ladies get a couple.
Kenny looks like he played a pretty good safe. I think he's going to get him with the 9 ball.
That's 2 years ago they played this event with the real gruesome rules.
Yeah.
Where you if you shot the 2 and called it and didn't make it, that your opponent could make you shoot again.
Right.
And those, that was the time I didn't get back to Baltimore until about 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's call shot, call safety. Yeah.
They saw the error of their ways.
Well, Greg missed a kick at it. Let's see what Kenny can do with the remainder of this rack. Yeah, he might have a little difficulty getting from the 7 to the 8. Not even getting on the 6. He's got to come up and down table a couple times. It looks like. But if he can get on the 8 pretty good, I think he should be out. Because it looks like 9 goes anywhere.
You're going to draw it to nip it to the short side?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Oh, we caught the facing.
Yeah, it looked like he had to come across the face of that ball and go to the short side to
Yeah.
get the right shape.
Yeah, I couldn't go forward on it.
No.
And usually that's why these guys miss. It's not that they miss because they're bad. It's that they miss because they're trying to do something extra with the cue ball.
And these are tough tables. Very stingy too on the break generally. This is just positioned to a lock down behind.
I think he plays it 2 rails behind the 8. That's what I like instead of going for this.
Oh, I absolutely.
Yeah.
But that
He hit it good, but he
that's not that good because
exactly. He's got an easy way to kick at it, a couple of rails to kick, but
he's going to come 2 cushions and if he spins across the ball, he'll be back behind. Oh God! It came right in front of it. Thought he was going to come in short and then go back that way. But well.
I guess he's trying to keep his action alive. He doesn't want to show too much too soon.
Doesn't want to burn up.
Yeah, you keep pocketing those shots, and everybody goes away. Oh my!
He set himself with. That was. Well, let's see how he plays now.
So much different in the goal count.
On table 10.
Yeah, these tables play a lot differently than the other tables. I'm not even sure if the other tables are gold crowns. I don't think they
they're
are.
not. No, they're knockoffs.
Yeah.
They play nice, but they're hardly these. You know, they might be a touch more forgiving than regularly cut golden crowns. I've got an original in my basement from '63, and I keep it pockets at like 4/7 in the corners. I got students down there.
Yeah.
And, I don't want them. I'm not going to give them trick pockets.
Yeah, you don't want to get them frustrated.
It isn't the kind of table they're going to encounter for the most part in the world out there.
Yeah.
You know, this regular playing table is.
Yeah, I got a gold crown 3 myself in my basement, double shim Simonis 860, and I give lessons. And a friend of mine's he wants to start playing, and he's got 4-inch pockets on his table.
I've got those old
Which-
barcode pocket liners.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, if you're really interested in learning how to play, you're better off playing at my house because the pockets are a little bit more forgiving than a 4-inch pocket. That's a tight pocket if you're going to try and learn, you know, because people are going to get frustrated real easy because it's going to be hard to make shots, and, you know, your confidence goes down.
No, it gets you babying balls, rolling balls in the pockets when you really got to stroke them.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I'm advanced level instructor of PBIA out of Baltimore. I've been teaching myself since the mid 1970s, and
I like tight pockets myself, but in reality, like I said, if you're learning the game, you can't. It'll just destroy your confidence.
it just. And I see pool rooms that are small pool rooms that have too many of their tables tricked,
Yeah.
and they don't do themselves any good with that. Really, people get frustrated.
Well, we tried a good cut shot.
Yeah. Let's see if Greg can come out of the doldrums here, missing with ball in hand, and that's.
Well, that's actually easier to do than you think.
Sure.
A lot of people think, well, geez, you got ball in hand, how could you miss it? And again, it's not because they missed a shot. It's because they're trying to do something with the cue ball. So if they're putting spin on it, or they might throw the object ball off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes you get that gear effect on the ball, and you end up with ball in hand, and you miss it. It does happen. But usually it's because you're trying to do something, make something happen.
He's going to try to come off the point of this pocket, I think.
Yeah.
He made it.
He's got to come with one now.
I don't know if the 7 passes the 8 up top.
I think the 7 might go in off the 8.
On the carom.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't tell how close to the short rail it is.
It looks like about an inch.
But, yeah, he's got a couple of balls to deal with first.
Oh. He's...
Yeah, and like I said, again, he missed it because he's got to do something with the 5 and with the cue to get on the 5. If had the 5 been on a short rail down here, he ain't going to ever miss that 4 ball.
Right.
Now, Kenny might play the 8 here. Oh, he might have to jump. He might have to jump a little bit of the 5. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. He's got to jump about 3/4 of the ball, it looks like, just on the screen here.
Yeah. It looks like if he can just make good contact with the 4, any hit on the 9 looks like it's going to push the 8 in the pocket. I think he's going to make the 8, and I think he'll get a shot on the 4 afterwards. There you go.
Perfect. Beautifully played. And a nice layout.
Yeah, he's got to reach a little bit for this one, but he can come 1 or 2 rails for the 5. Yeah,
He's got to kind of reach.
He's going to have to use the bridge. Well, that just opens up a whole other can of trouble. Once you start using the bridge to have to maybe draw or follow.
Well, you see, one of the beauties of the straight pool game was, well, we had to learn how to play the bridge with self-defense in all full pack games.
Yeah.
That or one hole.
Mm-hmm.
You better be able to use a bridge, otherwise you're going to.
That was one of the things I actually teach my students. When you're playing, if you want to learn how to use the bridge, play your entire game with the bridge. Each and every shot, including the break.
And develop your stroke.
Exactly, because it's a completely different stroke. It's a completely different hit on the cue ball when you're using a bridge.
Sure.
If you want to get good at doing something, you got to keep doing it. Half a million times.
But not only that, that's only half of it, fingers, to me. The other half is that you do it correctly.
Absolutely.
A 500,000 times.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're doing it wrong, I see people. I get people sometimes in my basement that they come because they got structural flaws, and
Yeah.
and I have some drills that help them iron out some of the difficulties, but
Yeah.
and then I get them over the ball, and you know, the long across the table, string to string, 40 across the 45s of the table.
Yeah.
You got to make that ball. End of story.
Yeah.
And they couldn't make the ball. These were like bar players that when they went to the big tables, they went to pieces.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well.
But here's what happened. So I get them making this ball, get them over the ball, get them looking at it right. And after about 15 minutes, whack, whack,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll get a validation.
Yeah,
Well,
they'll
how's
get
that
it.
working for
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
And they'll say, George, this isn't comfortable.
Well. Hey.
But then I'll hit them with this one, and this is the one that hits them in the stone silence. I'll say, where do you play? And they'll tell me, that's a nice place, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they say, yeah. And I'll look at them and say, they got a lot of $300-400 chairs in there, don't they? Yeah. When you get to miss, you get to sit right down and get nice and comfortable, don't you? And then they shut right up. I get them making that shot with their eyes closed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, once they learn how to make it, you know, it's a whole new ball game, and that's what I try to teach people. I don't try to teach people. I try to teach them how to do it properly. You know, they'll learn.
I do all hands-on myself a lot. 90% of mine's hands-on because most of the people develop bad habits. They play in leagues where their shot has no value, or they just get shot after shot, and they don't even know how they play really.
Greg's not getting
Yeah, he's going to be down 4-0.
any kind of rolls here.
No, this is looking routine enough.
Yeah, the only tricky part's going to be getting on the 7. And even that shouldn't be all that difficult. Well,
He's going to have to go between the 9-10 maybe.
nah, you can just go forward one round.
That's okay. But that was a low percentage because you as if he came up another ball short, he wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah.
But he didn't, so that's a moot point. Let's see this 8-ball.
I like just playing a stop shot almost and just coming off the rail.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of an angle, but he just has to roll the 9 in and come across 2 rails for the 10. So he does not need to do hardly anything with this shot.
Just like that.
Yep.
Correct.
Now he's got to be a little careful he doesn't go off the 9 or off the 10. But I think he can just soft roll this right in. Perfect. It's kind of hard for us to see the exact angle.
That's been that's what's really kept pool in the dark ages, because a couple of fairly knowledgeable guys can be sitting in a VIP seat, but we'd have no real clue of what the player sees.
Yeah.
And what they got to do to beat the kiss, what
Right.
their tangent line is, any of that stuff. And the day we can see this in 3 dimensions and see what the player sees, then the game will be.
That'll be a different game then.
You only draw
It'll be-
300-400 in a for a world tournament,
Yeah.
and that isn't going to generate any money. Yeah, that's why weekend warriors are all down here. Even guys like Warren Kiamko are out here to try to make a couple thousand.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to be successful in pool is not easy.
No, sir.
Not easy at all.
Tim C. Steve Fleming. Tim C. Steve Fleming, pivot to report. Team.
All right, Greg's got a good shot here to start with. He can get on to 2 very easily. Getting on to 3 might be a little bit tricky.
This
and then
is
the rest
a
of the
unique
table.
looking layout. The way
Yeah.
these balls, a phalanx of them down the gut of that table, and getting on the 3 is.
It's going to be tricky trying to get the run out, but I kind of like actually almost playing it safe on the 3, depending on where he gets, because getting from the 3 to a shot on the 4 could be difficult.
Sure.
It all depends on how he ends up on the 2 ball.
It looks like he's kind of straight on this ball.
Yeah, well, he might choose to play safe from here. Roll the 2 past the 6 maybe.
And go into the 10.
He might have to.
Joseph S.
They say yeah, because that's trying to get into it is almost impossible from where he's at. So even with the wide open shot in the 2, sometimes it's smarter just to play safe.
Yeah, I would have just sent the 2 right into the 10.
Absolutely.
That pack just 5 balls to hide behind.
Yeah. What I like to teach is that when I'm standing at the table before my shot, I like to tell myself, what can I do from here? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, the idea is to win the game, but you can win the game more than one way. You know, it's not about running out. It's about playing a good safe and getting ball in hand. So I always like to tell myself at each shot, you know, what can I do from here?
That's always the case, because it's as always risk reward. Oh my goodness! Look at spin that ball.
Yeah, that came off. I might have hit the facing on the point, and the English just took it right. Because that came off at a funny angle.
That came back almost obliquely off of there.
Yeah.
Either tries to hit the 8.
This is going to be. He might not be happy with what happens here. Well,
If the 4 doesn't pass, he's going to call Broderick Crawford here and play the 10-4 or 4-10. The 4 might go though.
oh, it did. Good shot.
Nickel dimer.
And now he's on the combo.
Greg is on the board.
That's official now.
Avert the Schneid.
Yeah.
ATS for short. 4 games to 1 in favor of Kenny over Mr. White Rice from Virginia Beach.
That's an interesting nickname.
Yeah, well, what it was is that he's real good friends with a Philippine contingent of good players from that region. R.J. Carmona, Raymart Lim, Nilbert Lim are all Philippine Americans, and Greg at one time was married to a Philippine girl, and that's how he got the name White Rice. He ran with the Philippine Mafia, they called him.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of them in this game.
I was just going to say, if you want to hear interesting stories about nicknames and stuff, just go to your local pool hall. There's a ton of them.
Oh.
Wow, that's almost.
He got mock scourged and spat upon there. He got crucified by
Yeah.
that 9 ball.
That was a bad roll.
Yeah, it was.
He might have to play 2 rails. He looks like he's going to kick behind the 8. He can't do it, I don't think.
No. I got
Oh.
2 rails.
He's going to almost double the rail. He's going to come back on the other side of the 9. Oh, good.
Does he reach?
Good
Yes,
contact.
he does.
Yeah, 3 hit, and he might be saved. He might have him.
Oh, Lordy. Well, any port in a storm, they say.
Yeah, pays to hit him. It definitely pays to hit him.
He's going to make the boy twist it.
Yeah. Well, looks like the 7's blocking the pocket. He might play the combination.
I like him trying to go behind the 7.
Yeah.
It looks like good natural or from the rail. He's
Looks
going to shoot a rolling ball.
He's there. 3 goes past the 10. He's going to try it inside and come 2 rails under the 7. Good shot.
Well hit ball.
Well, he's got to come with another one now.
3 rails to come right back to where the 4 ball is.
I
1,
don't-
2, 3.
I kind of like actually playing 4 on this one for the combo because it's a real thin hit.
He didn't. That was he tried to do it 2 rails. No, he went 3.
Yeah. But that's why I like to hit it 4 because you're going to hit the ball. You're going to hit it firm. You know, when you start to try and, not baby stuff, but when you roll it in, you lose your accuracy on it. And you're going to have to come across the table anyway. And the 5-6 is a pretty good shot. To me, that would be just play it that way. Come across 4 rails.
When you're trying to roll them in, you know the balls bump too
Yeah.
a little bit, and they kick,
Chris Sullivan, table number 4.
especially when they're cut. This guy here, he just might be able to catch just enough of the 6.
Chris Wilburn, Ron Zamko. Chris Wilburn, Ron Zamko, table number 1.
Yeah, he caught the 6 pretty good, but he caught it too good. All right, I like thinning off his right side of the 6 and coming 2 rails under the 7.
He's going to probably cross it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's got a natural down to the 7.
He's going to have to kind of cut that one a little bit. That worked out pretty good, but I'm not sure if he can see the 7 now.
Joe Chester, Kenny Miller, Joe Chester, table number 12.
And his right side of the cue ball is. Yeah, he's all right, I think. Yeah,
There you go.
that was a hell of a shot. He still has a lot of work to do from here, though. This is.
Yeah. Well, depending on the angle he has, I kind of like going forward 1 rail past the 10. You don't have to pound it as much.
That's right. It's fast angle.
Yeah.
gotta
Level cue.
hurry.
Yeah,
Gotta
he
hurry.
needed to a little bit more
Gotta
right
hurry.
hand spin though.
He's all right.
Oof. I don't know. I wouldn't want to shoot this one from here.
Only if you wanted to lose weight,
Yeah, exactly.
go on a diet.
I'm not even shooting it and I'm sweating a little bit.
Yeah. Well, he kind of quicked that ball. That wasn't his normal routine. He
A
kind
little
of,
bit of a 1-stroke.
yeah.
He left Greg a similar version of the same shot.
Greg is going to just smooth this and just go over to the other rail and take his medicine.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier just to simply make the ball
And take your
and
medicine.
take the harder shot.
Sure. I'm always a proponent of survive. Position becomes less fine as we get down towards the pay ball.
And there it is.
4 games to 2
Yeah,
now.
Greg's clawing back.
Mr. White Rice. Got it on his shirt too. I've had lots of different names I've gone by. I'm Dr. Snap. That's what my nickname has been, my nom de plume for a good while.
Dr. Snap.
Dr. Snap. Yeah.
Why would they call you Dr. Snap?
Well, It's sort of a funny story. I've done lots of writing. I love to write and write about pool and all. And way back in the 1980s, they had a short-lived, like pulp billiard rag called "Make It on the Snap," and I wrote some for that when I was in Florida, and I was hereby designated as Dr.
Dr.
Snap.
Snap. Huh, there you go.
Yeah, so there was a method to the madness.
That works.
They had a great Florida tour down there in the 80s with
On table number 15.
Yeah, Florida was strong.
Davis.
Still is.
Elias, Mike Davis, Elias, table number 15.
they were they had like
Table number 9.
added money event
John
every
Newton,
weekend.
Matt Lemire, John Newton, Matt Lemire, table number 9.
Let's see if Greg. I don't know if he's got room to get past the 5. He might.
He might try to roll the dice in the side pocket.
He's going to kind of have a difficult shot on the 4 to get back on the 5. You see, this is not really a gimme.
Oh no, he's going to have to come between the 10 and the 6.
Yeah, 2 rails.
You got to go deep into that corner. In there. He's got to
Did he
hurry.
get in there? Yep,
Yeah, he's there.
just enough.
He's still got a lot of pocket billiards to play from their fingers.
Yeah.
He's got that 7 and 8 or in a gargoyle-esque looking.
Well, I kind of like playing the 6 in the side. Oops. Oh, he's good. He's good. But I like kind of playing the 6 in the side and coming down below the 10 so he can play safe on the 7. Bank it 1 rail behind the 8. Because I'm not sure he can get into it and break him out. He might be able to come around the
He's
10.
going to play the right-hand spin and try to go into it. Many are called and few are chosen. His angle were much too steep for that.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So, like I said, I'd like simple,
He's done devil's work for him right here.
Well-
This is what you were just saying a couple minutes ago about what's my percentage.
Yeah.
A drill I have my students do is I let them check out how many balls they can run with ball in hand. They break the balls and see what they can do.
Excellent
Oh.
shot. Yeah, he was unlucky with the kiss off the 10.
This is like he's going to have to probably just go. That's a correct shot.
I like calling the corner, but I like 2 railing it to the center of the short rail.
Yeah. They sold out.
Yeah, because if you hit the short rail first, no matter where you end up, he's going to have a look at it.
Sold out. That was at least a standing room only, if not a sellout. Not there.
Yeah, didn't hit it cleanly.
No.
Yeah, tough to do, considering he's got to do work on the 9 to get better position on the 9 a little bit.
That's another one where you almost settle and try to just gradually get back in line.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you're better off shooting a 7-footer, simply knowing you're going to make it, instead of trying to get, close.
He's playing for the same hole.
Yeah, just roll it right in.
Many are called, few are chosen. You had to, from that distance, and try to play that spin ball
On
shot.
table number 6. John
Tough
Moody,
shot.
Tim McClure. John Moody, Tim McClure, table number 6.
Yeah, Kenny made a good shot to get on the 10 there. And he's going to go up 5-2.
That was a huge game. That's a monster difference.
Yeah.
5-2 versus 4-3, and on the break, back on serve. I'll be back momentarily.
All right.
Yeah, that's you. You hit yourself.
But
You're number one, and I'm number two. We got it.
well, we're set. We're back.
Okay.
I played the 8. Now he's got a tough shot on the 2.
I'm enmeshed in an imbroglio intrigue here.
He's actually going to cut at. He's playing a bank shot.
He's a little short.
Yeah, that might go. No,
Not here. These are.
it's a deep pocket.
I saw these tables for the first time in 1990, and I was out in the Midwest. I was living in Milwaukee, playing in the straight pull tournament,
Yeah,
Wisconsin State Championships. Yeah, and
they've come a long way, Diamond.
oh yeah, but the pockets were even deeper.
Yeah,
And you see that two ball that was hanging. I had a shot where my cue ball was on the rail. There was a ball in that hole, and I could hardly see it.
Yeah.
I didn't trust myself to shoot at it directly.
people have missed those shots thousands of times because it's just so deep in the pocket.
I couldn't see it. It wasn't even being on the rail and you can't see the ball in the pocket.
Yeah,
That's gruesome. I ended up having to back cut a ball playing straight pull in like a 60, 70 degree back cut.
right. Well, we'll see what he's going to do with this one.
It's a natural. He should float right on it.
Yeah, he came down 3 rails to get angle on the 5. I kind of like that, but it's a little. He might short side himself. He might be able to spin it and go forward and stay inside the 10.
I don't like what he's doing here. This takes too much.
Yeah, he drew it across. Good shot.
It was a good shot, but yeah, he even got a little angle coming towards the 7. That's as good as he could ever hope on that.
He's got to be careful not to get straight.
Nah, he's ideal.
No, he's got very little angle. I like a little more angle than this. He should be okay though. Forced it right over. Good shot.
He plays on these tables at Q Masters. They got these at Q Masters, these exact tables.
Right. Yeah, they're good. It's good equipment.
Yeah.
Good shot.
These shots will test your nerves at 9 o'clock in the evening on Saturday when you've been here all day.
There you go. Good shot from Greg. He's now down
5-3.
5-3. He's only trailing Russian Kenny by 2 games.
We got 2 ball hung up. He's trying to bank that ball. It's not hit.
Never had a chance.
Yeah.
It never had a chance. Not here.
Catch that point and it's just going to sit there.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's weird, and that ball never really had a chance.
Well, it looks like the table's racking pretty good.
Yeah. The Q Sports International is a North American distributor of Magic Rack.
Yeah.
And what? Oh.
Yeah, Kenny punched it right in the side pocket there.
And that eliminates the pits and scarring of your rack area by balls being hit hard like that and making pits and jumping out of holes, and you get you save your wear and tear and get a good rack. A lot of people though say that they don't like it because they'll scream and have rack arguments.
They're going to have rack arguments anyway, but at least you're going to get a full solid rack every single time. That's why I like it.
I do too.
I think it's well worth it to use.
That's a bad miss from Greg.
Yeah, he might have put the 5 in a bad spot because I can't tell if it goes by the 10.
I don't think it does.
I mean, it does leave a combo and a carom shot from where the 4 is. Oh, Kenny.
He's on 2 fouls.
Yeah, he hung the 2 up and he went right in the side. That 2 ball in that corner pocket, he might not want to play it in there again.
He might be allergic to it.
He's not having any luck with it. I've had shots like that myself every time I try to shoot the same ball in the same type of pocket. You know, it's just, it doesn't want to go in.
No, it's
Oh, yeah, Greg had a little trouble with the 3, and he's out of position on the 4 had it gone, which is going to give Kenny a real good chance here to maybe put this game away. If the 5 goes past the 10, getting on the 4 ball is key right here.
I don't think it does though.
Oh, he's got to watch out for the 8. Watch out for the 8.
Got him.
8 got him. 8 got fat right there.
Yeah. Too much black paint.
I think he's got a kick. Oh, he's going to try and massage. This is a delicate shot. Oh, he made a good shot on it. And he would have been rewarded too. He got good on that combination, but the 4 just didn't want to go in. Now, Greg's going to have a difficult shot here. Looks like it goes past the 6. It's going to be tricky trying to come down for the 5. I think he should just pocket the 4 and stay up table. Wow, he really went for it. He made a great shot, too. Looks like the 5 does go. Good shot.
Good.
Good shot. Oh, he kissed it off the 7, which is good. Held him up a little bit. He's got angle on the 6.
He's looking happy with this.
He needs this one, man.
6-3 and 5-4 is like a
It's night and day. He played a good shot there to get on a 7. Looks like he's got a slight angle. He can either go one rail maybe or just draw it a little bit. If he's almost more straighter in, I would just draw it. He's got a little bit of an angle. He can just punch it right to the rail above the 9.
oh, dog that ball
Yeah.
bad. That's brutal.
Yeah, that was a makeable shot. Looks like Kenny's got 2 guys playing for him. Sometimes no matter what you do, you're always making it easier on your opponent.
I tell people all the time that
Okay.
most of these sets get lost. They don't get won.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant before by there's more than one way to win the match.
Sure.
And Kenny came up short on the 8. I'm surprised. Oh, it
That was
was an aggressive bank on it. He just caught the point. Would have been good, and I think
this isn't any piece of cake.
No, I think Greg from here should just maybe play a stop shot and try and either bank the 9.
He's gonna have to come back about maybe a foot. Oh,
Wow, he drew that one pretty good. He drew it too good. Oh, it stayed out nice.
he'll accept that.
Oh yeah, every day and twice on Sunday.
He hopes to be playing on Sunday.
Yeah, good shot, good shot. Well, he stays alive now. He's only down 1 game. He's trailing 5-4. And I think he's got the break too.
Yeah.
So this could be good for him. He could tie him up. And puts down a good break. Gets a ball or 2 in.
You know, I've been sitting here since about 12:30 this afternoon watching some of the better players. I watched Kiamko, the Russian boy just before, and what I've seen is only about 3, maybe 4 total racks have been broken and run off the break
Right.
for some of your better regional players and 2 or 3 top pros that are here.
Right.
Mike Davis played there. Eric Moore.
The
Some
match.
good
The
players.
match. The match I played, Brett.
Brett, yeah.
When we broke, he either scratched, and I would run the rack out, or when I broke, I wouldn't make a ball, and he'd run the rack out, and we ran each other's breaks off. We ran the racks off each other's break for until the score was 4 apiece.
Were you playing on diamonds or the other
No, we
ones?
were on the other one, table 8, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
But it was weird. We couldn't put a rack together from the break.
Ooh. He had a look of surprise to consternation.
Yeah, I think his head's kind of out of the match a little bit. Sitting there on his phone. I think he should put the phone down, concentrate a little bit.
Yeah, phones. I had a story about the phone that was pretty amazing yesterday. I drive from here to Baltimore down to here, 165 miles roughly, and I'm a real old-fashioned guy. I only use those phones when I really need them.
Right.
And I buy minutes, and I buy about $100 worth of minutes a year, and that's
Wow.
it. But
Yeah, if you don't need to use it, what's the difference? Why spend all that money on stuff you don't use?
right, I got enough cues in the house that I've only got one body, and the cue makers will look at me and say, "Yeah, but they don't eat anything." They just
I
eat
tried to play the
cash.
combo, and he left Kenny hooked behind a 10. You can
Yeah.
see the top half of it. This is going to be a difficult shot to get safe off
He's
of.
going to play it rail first.
Well, he made contact, so it was a good save, but difficult shot. He kind of rearranged the furniture a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if Greg's going to try and cut this. He might, but that 9 ball is real big from here. I kind of like soft rolling this a little bit and getting with the 10. Oh, he's going to bank at it.
No savvy.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this. Unless he played safe with it all the way.
No, I think he left it for him.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, he pointed to the pocket. You can see it.
He's right in line too. Oh,
He hurried that shot a little bit. I think he's getting impatient because the last couple of games went against him. And he's got to be careful now because if Greg wins this, it's tied up. It's a whole new ball game. Yeah, he got on the 6, okay. He's got angle. He can get to the 7. I can't see where he's at, but I think he's going to draw it 2 rails above the 8 and play the 7 in that side pocket.
might be playing for the corner.
Yeah, okay. That's a good shot, too.
He fell right on this ball. If he's right in line. A little short there.
Yeah.
He might have to draw to the rail and play the 9 to the short side. No, that's it. Just play to the short side. That's
Well, he
that
overcooked it.
availed him nothing.
Overcooked it a little bit, but
2 rails.
yeah.
Back and forth, a little on the high right ball. Looks like to me. I've seen these guys play. Oh my goodness, he almost botched.
Oh,
he did botch it up.
he's real kind of
Too much English.
too much right. Yeah,
That's
too much right on that one. He might be able to cut it. He's got that angle. He just has to hit a high ball, I think, and he doesn't have to worry about a scratch.
This ball always dives into the rail
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the first turn. Oh,
Oh, hit the rail first. Had it coming back.
that's a gruesome way to lose that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny put that one down. So he's up now 6-4.
6-4.
That was a big game right there.
I was shooting and fucking accidental. Like this. The wheels just fell off. It's the standard procedure. I'm a mental midget. I can't help it.
Well,
Yeah.
what I can do is I could take his head home with me and rewire it and I'll
Work
put it
on it
right
a bit.
back. I'll work on the workbench and I got a lot of crazy glue in stock.
Yeah.
I got designer neck bolts.
Well, he's all right. He's actually.
Save the break. It saves money for
If he puts down a good break here and gets on the hill, that would be a commanding lead right now, 7-4. And again, he scratched. It just kind of.
His cue ball was sunburned and it had to find the shade. What the 10's? No, the 10 is
10's the only one down table. Everything else is jumbled up in the middle.
like that other rack, sorta.
Yeah, a little bit of congestion. He's got 2 or 3 balls to pick away. He plays the 2 and the 8, and then he plays the 2 and gets on that 3 pretty good. That should be it. And again, it's so much easier said than done.
He's a little out of line. He's going to float into the 7 and stay there. No, he's going to play the side.
All right, now he has to be careful, obviously.
He's got to come get his line of sight here. And this is a tough shot.
Yeah, from here, I don't like playing it in the side.
No.
He almost has to go one round try and hit the 7, which I don't like. If he's going to try that.
He might be playing for the bottom left corner. He played for the side.
Did he get in there?
No,
He got in there.
he got in there.
Oh, he got in there. Yeah, good shot.
He got in the wheelhouse there.
He rolled into that one pretty good. All right, now he's in line again. Everything's right there in the center.
Everything's copacetic.
Yeah, he's trying to get an extra game back. He wants to keep it close.
Okay.
Good shot. This tiny angle on the 6. You can just like play like a force center shot and just drift down for the 7 a little bit. He does have a little
How's his
angle on it.
He's got what, his little angle, draw angle's heading towards the 7 a little bit.
Yeah, he doesn't need to even hit this with draw. Just a center ball and punch it. Only got to get about a foot.
Oh, right. There you go.
And then you can just play one rail soft back to the center of the table.
Sure.
And that ought to do it.
Made to order. It is so hard.
Yeah. Got a lot of position. He's got a real good. Yeah, good shot. Good shot. Good cut on the 10. Yeah, he gets another game back. He's only trailing by 1 now. 5-6. Race to 8.
The last one was, it could have been 6-5 the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
And him on the break. It's a tough set.
Yeah, this is close. This is definitely close. It can easily go either way from this point.
Oh, yeah.
It all depends on what happens here with the break.
Here comes, we got the house champion here to my right.
Oh, he knocked it off the table.
Lost his toy.
Kenny ought to be happy about that, but the 2 ball is kind of in a funny spot.
Tables are fast, the carpets are slow here. Sierra just rolled her eyeballs at me.
Oh, he played this pretty
How
good.
you
He came
doing,
down
sweetie?
past the 2.
Hmm?
That was a great shot. 2 ball goes up past the 8 in a corner. Should be able to draw behind the 9 maybe to get on that 3. Good shot. Although I think he hit the 9 with the cue, and it kind of left him a little off on the 3. I kind of just like rolling this in and guaranteeing yourself a shot on the 4.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Into the valley of death.
Ooh, yeah, this is going to be a tough kick.
That was that old Alfred Lord Tennyson charge of the Light Brigade.
You might see him get the jump shot out, the jump cue out.
Shane Buchanan, table number 7. Shane, table 7.
Oh, he's going to try and cut it this way. He's going to have to overcut it and draw the cue into it. It looks.
Oh,
my
and he
God.
followed it in.
Wow.
Yikes.
Amazing kick shot. It ended up hitting it dead perfect, and the cue just followed right in.
That was savage.
And that'll take the air out of your sails real quick. Yeah, that was brutal. Wow. He played that excellent. Well, we'll see what happens now. If he can stay in control of himself Keep the emotions in check. Should be able to tie this set up.
No,
Oh, he undercut it.
overcut it. Didn't he? The ball.
Yeah, overcut hit the short rail. Oh, Kenny's loving this. Give him a chance to get on the hill. 2 easy shots here and it's over.
Little high right ball, just a pinch. And that'll work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
surprise,
he's
surprise.
okay. He should be
Yeah.
okay from here. I wouldn't want to be there, but
With spots, the ball in the spot or close it, anything could have happened there.
oh, he caught the outside point.
Where he parked the cue ball.
Yeah, he kind of left it long and hard for Greg.
Now, Greg is just very happy to be at the table after that 6 ball.
Yeah, that was amazing. Could have hit this one good.
Oh,
I caught the rail going down.
yes, he did.
And it puts Kenny on the hill, 7-5.
Tough tables.
Yeah. Kenny's going to take a break. He's going to use the bathroom. I'm actually going to do the same thing, actually. Give me a minute. I will be right back.
Yeah. Okay. While the players are on a mini sabbatical here, again, a great shout out to all our sponsors, Q Sports International, Predator Cues and Products, Viking Cues, new to this Action Pool Tour this year. Thank you so much. Simonis Cloth, Aramith Billiard Balls, all giants in the industry. Kamui Products, their chalk and tips are just the rave of the players for long period of time. We have diamond tables and diamond products. We have Ozone Billiards, a faithful sponsor of ours for a couple years now. We're at Diamond Billiards, Midlothian, Virginia, home of Rayman's Pro Shop. Just Ray Walters, our tour director, Action Pool Tour, does a dynamite job on cue repairs, and he's a good guy, and Richmond's very, very fortunate to have Ray caring for the equipment of the pool and billiard enthusiasts. We have Tiger Cues and Products. We have East Coast Landscaping and Mr. Larry Flager. Lightning Larry, hope your dog is feeling better if you're listening, Larry. Haselman and Hunt, family dentistry here in Richmond. And yours truly, George Hammerbacher, advanced level instructor, Professional Billiard Instructor Association, Baltimore, Maryland. I'm available for lessons through the Baltimore-Washington corridor. I'm really convenient to I-95 corridor. And also the I-70 Western Maryland corridor. I'm a 40-plus year instructor, and for all intents and purposes, I'm a lifer. I do hands-on instruction with drills, exercises, and a format, and it's if you're a member of a league, a registered league member, or one of the regional tours, you get a 20% discount off my basic rate. And you don't have to commit to a group of lessons. You take them one lesson at a time as your schedule and your motivation see fit. So we're the sponsors of the Action Pool Tour. Next month we're going to be at Peninsula Billiards in Newport News for a bar box event on the Action Pool Tour. I'm not 100% as to the dates. We might have to a date shift, but go to actionpooltour.com and whatever updates will be there. Check us out. And I can be located on the actionpooltour.com sponsors and also with a bunch of other pool and billiard websites that feature my instructional services. That's the hardest thing to do, is to control that head ball on these combinations.
Right. Oh, I see. Got himself a little snookered.
Well, he's going to call it across. He's got a fair chance to make this ball. Yep. Better chance to.
Yeah, he's
He
gonna
might
get him.
have sold out.
Three's up there. He's got a,
Yeah.
and the nine's in the way too. I don't think he can get to it.
Might have to come off the rail. That's what he's looking at. If that. Well, we got a monster game here. He's calling it the side pocket somehow or other.
Well, looks like he's going to two-rail it. Oh, yeah, he got lucky with the lead too.
He hit a good
Yeah, it
shot.
was a good shot. He got rewarded.
He controlled the cue ball pretty good from there, and
He's going to play a similar shot, two rails behind the one, and try and play it in the side. Looks like he's going to get him with the 8, or at least the 8's going to be a little bit in the way.
no, the eight's got too much black paint on it, I'm afraid. I think he's going to have to kick the bottom, the top rail.
I think he can see it. I think he can thin it.
I don't know, the monitor is, the monitor can tell you another story. It's,
He does look like he's coming to one rail.
and I don't know, I've been doing this for a good while, and it never ceases to amaze me what I think I see that I don't see.
Yeah.
He'll have maybe some left-hand English on this ball.
Yeah, pointed to that side pocket.
Oh,
Hard shot. And can't tell if the 5's in the way here. I think it is. Kenny doesn't look too happy. He's got maybe half a ball, it looks like. If he's got the whole ball, he can come 3 rails. Almost 4 rails, a little bit of right-hand spin. Looks like he had a masse around the 5. Good shot. He made it. I think he can see the 3, or the 8's in the way, maybe. He's
he
going.
might have to call the Twisto flex.
And then he's got to get lucky on the 5. Good shot. He's got to hit that full. Oh, he did. He's gonna have a look at the 5 at least.
Safe.
Yeah, I like actually cutting the right-hand side of the 5 and coming 2 or 3 rails towards the 8.
And use the whole shebang.
Yeah,
to
you got
cover up.
all 4 of them really to get the safety with.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you don't lose your cue ball.
Yeah, he's going.
He's on.
He's going a little too long, and he's going to let him see it, I think, past the 9.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like 2 or 3 rails short of the 8, because you're coming off that 3rd rail.
Right.
You're going away from the long rail, not towards it.
I like that too. That he had the right idea, just slightly the wrong shot. Oh.
Yeah, Greg missed a 5. Kenny can't
and
see
hooked
it.
him again.
He's got to go one rail behind it.
He might be able to call the cross corner at
He's looking to play a one-pocket shot.
No, he's calling it in. He's going to try to kind of call the High Plains twister here.
He's going to try and have to hit rail first in front of it and not scratching the corner. And not scratching the corner.
Oh, he almost got the hook on him, but
Yeah.
now Greg's in business.
Yeah, if he can get on that 7.
I think he can.
Got to be careful of the 10 ball just a little bit. There you go. Yeah, this could be a good rack for him. Which he needs.
Oh,
Yeah, a little more work on the 8, which is fine.
now you just got to just stay down and hit this ball smooth.
Yeah, just roll it right in. Good shot.
Down to the short side.
I almost like going forward 2 rails. Almost even 3 rails.
That's all right too. But sometimes when you hit that shot and cut it a little bit, you go right into the 10.
Yeah.
But he like to start every game from here, I think.
Yeah, good shot. He's now down 1, 7-6. Race to 8. Everybody's getting their admissions worth now on this one.
Yes, indeed. Greg was losing 4-0 in this match, and gave up one really tough game and got a couple back, and he's still trying. Let's see if he can keep his cue ball in the light.
Yeah, gravity is his enemy.
Yes, indeed. He needs.
Well, it's the cue ball's enemy. The rest of the stuff, he wants to find some gravity.
Well,
It made a lot of noise.
but no toys.
Now Kenny's got a decision. He's got to play. I think he's got to play safe because it's going to be almost impossible to pocket this if he banks it to get on that 2 ball with a good shot.
Oh,
He's got guts, folks. Oh, we made a good shot, but yeah, see, almost.
we're back at the English Country School. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
What's he going to do with this one? Tried to play him safe behind the 6.
Run into the 6, made an error.
It leaked it out. No, I don't know if it goes past the 7. Right in the corner. Didn't go past the 7. He played the corner. Very unfortunate, though. He's got nothing on the 3 here.
He swings at balls like this.
Oh, that's no.
I bet you he swings at it.
I bet you he loses the rack if he does. This you got to be more careful. That's a good shot because now Kenny's at least going to be reaching for this off angle. He might be shooting it off-handed over the bridge, which always ramps up the difficulty level.
Oh, but of course.
With the Olympics right here, you got to say the difficulty level on this has been elevated.
Yes, indeed. He's going to have to play from the pike position.
Yeah. And he tried to bank it safe. He did leave him long, which is good.
Long and slight angle. He's got about, looks like an 80% ball type of a shot. Not a 100% ball, but he's got a slight angle. Good follow angle, actually. Oh,
Yeah.
he hit that ball. He hit that ball raunchy.
He's going to leave Kenny a shot. Oh, the 5 ball just kind of said nope.
Kenny's losing his mind here.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. Sometimes.
He's going to try and bank it. He's got to watch out for the 8.
That in Cardona said,
This will be a good shot. He's going to leave him behind the 8 and the 9, it looks like. Oh, no, he didn't get there. The 3-ball kind of held up. I don't know if he can cut this, but he's got to bank at it if he wants to go for it. No, that should get him on the 4.
it's a safe.
But yeah, I think that with the score, sometimes you got to play the score. You're in a match, you got to play what the
Wow.
score tells you,
That was a
not what you
hard
want to
one,
do.
In Cardona says, often he says, the balls don't stay loyal to anybody for long.
Balls haven't. I've been playing for 30 years, and they haven't been loyal to me once. I gotta
maybe once.
I gotta beat him into submission. Well, if he gets him behind that 5, he might have played a good shot there. He might have a 1-rail kick, but I think he's got him.
I've been playing 50 years, and every once in a while they might surrender just because they get tired looking at me, and that
Yeah.
might be about it.
We're gonna have someone watch a hit. Kenny's gonna let him hit it. Yeah, he's gonna. Hang on one sec. I'm gonna have to get up and watch a call here. Hang on a sec.
Oh no, you're fine. I just gotta try to spin it far enough that I don't want to split them.
Trouble with this kick is he goes off the inside of 3 and could go in the side pocket. Good hit, but tough result.
Alrighty.
No.
Kenny caught the. Well, we're back in that same spot we were in a little while ago, aren't we?
Yeah, that was the old Dionne Warwick song, Deja Vu.
Well,
Yeah.
now he's got a little bit better angle, and he's a little further off the rail, so he can try and cut this. He could spin this. I don't think he can scratch if he hits rail first. So I think he can play this with a little spin, which he did.
Makes the 4-ball
Yeah.
too. No,
Four
he
ball.
got nice.
It did. It kissed out nice. He's got a little cut shot on the 4. He can come 1 rail. He just has to be careful of the 6 and 7. He could try and spin it between the 6 and 9, but that's...
He might go rail first.
He might come 2 rails. Real thin and come 2 rails.
Oh, yeah. He's got to hurry. He's all right.
Yeah.
He's just got to punch it over.
I just think he's going to play a stop shot. Good shot.
Yeah.
Got the angle now. Come 1 rail.
He's more draw ball. He's a draw ball more sort of a guy. I watch him play.
Good shot. Good stroke.
I've just seen him play. You
Yeah.
know, after a while, you get to see enough of these guys play enough times. You
Yeah.
know what their tendencies could be.
Right. You know what they're going to do next.
Yeah.
Table number 11. Jose Hernandez.
This is one where you can't get too piggy and want to get too good on the 8. Just get good enough in the middle of the table.
I was going to say, maybe you just want to roll this in.
Oh no!
That's
What's
what I
over
mean.
there?
That's what I mean. You just roll it in. Because you're trying to go 3 rails between the and get position on between the 9 and 10. Just roll it 1 rail and you're automatically on the 8. Now he still might be able to see the 8. He might be able
Oh,
to still.
he can see the whole ball. That's not the issue. He's gonna try to hide behind the 10.
No, I think he's cutting at it. I think he can see it enough to cut at it. Yeah.
Well,
No, this is not going to be good. Kenny can take a little breath right here, and
the condemned man ate a hearty meal.
this is laid out pretty good for Kenny right here.
That's all you could ask for. you on the hill and have this.
Yeah. Now this is a little tricky. He's got a little bit of an angle.
High right ball to the,
2 rails. He's got to spin this one pretty good.
he's going to come high right and go to the first diamond cross table.
Yeah, if he gets off that rail pretty good, this would be a nice shot.
And the other shot was looked too flat to go the other way.
There you go. Kenny wins 8-6 over Greg Sabins. He moves on. I'm not sure if this was loser side match
No, this,
or if this was still winner side.
you still undefeated?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this was winner side. Yeah,
I mean, you know how it is.
yeah. Once something gets in your eye, it takes your concentration off.
Just went right outside. I was playing good up until that point.
But that was still winner side, so he moves on. Greg's still in it. He goes to the one loss side. We're gonna retool, and
We'll be back in a few
we
minutes.
might be back. I might actually step out because I have a match coming up, and I want to try and maybe get on a table somewhere if I can and warm up a little bit. I've been sitting down.